Hello, hello! Welcome back to 1000 Lies, part 2. Okay, so if you don't know what happened, go watch the last part. Go play the game, then come back. Yeah. Oz and I go for a walk outside of the school grounds, wandering with no particular destination in mind, through the streets that serves as the heart of our small town. It has become our routine. It's not even that big in the first place, but we live in a modest European town whose inhabitants thrive off a rich history of modern-day political lies. I've lived here my entire life, and the only positive quality I can think of is the fresh, unpolluted air. In other words, it's really boring here. Although, it's still better to die of boredom than try to deal with those little brats back at the school. Yes, tell him. Damn! I never expected it to end this badly. I didn't think it was a big deal. Even though we're pranking everyone more often than before, we haven't done anything too terrible. I guess that's just the risk we took with doing it to the new teacher. Some people take life too seriously. The comedian standing next to me is Oz Ildwine. He's a perverted, narcissistic guy who can't decide whether he loves women or his own reflection more. Oh, I can personally relate to that. He calls himself a lady killer, and I can confirm that it's true, in a literal sense, from shock and terror usually. Well, to be honest, I know he has a reputation as a womanizer around the school, but from what I've seen, I'm skeptical. He has stuck to me like a parasite ever since I transferred to this school a few years ago. Since then, just like with our little play, we've wasted our time pulling pranks and being dumbasses together. Oh, fun times. I'm just faking it, but he really has a natural talent for it. Because of our infamous endeavors, no one can take us seriously. That's why we're known as the class clowns above all else. In all the years we've been studying here, we've never gotten into any major trouble. Just sometimes we're getting lectures or complained at. The fact that Ozzy, although it may seem impossible, has the highest grade in his class probably has something to do with it. And well, I'm just a pretty face, I guess. I'm a lucky guy, you know. Who knows how to escape before the smokescreen sets off the alarm? But it seems we've scared the new teacher a little too much, especially by pretending she might have an immoral relationship with a student. But what else should we have expected from an age that places precedence on our political correctness? Real issues are shrugged off while everyone is off living in their own bubbles, dreading that someone may try to pop it. Basically, right now, they're discussing where they should chop our heads off and which weapon to use. Actual guillotine, and just realize, yes, this friendly stroll with our friend Oz. Not talking, just thinking to ourselves. I don't regret it though. It really wasn't that bad. They're just too sensitive. Interaction. Hey, you listening to me? No. Are you doodling again? Every time you get distracted, you always have your nose in that notebook. Yeah, sorry. It's impressive how long it'd take for Oz to notice his surroundings. Since we left, I've been writing in a small, pocket-sized notebook that I always keep with me. Ah, yes. My beautiful notebook. What wonders do I have written in here? A chocolate rabbit may be the single most mouth-watering thing known to the human. Dom. Twist and twirl. Isn't that such great insight? And no, I wasn't listening to him. I don't consider it healthy to pay attention to him anyway. Hey. I've asked you a couple of times already, are you gonna show me what you're writing eventually or not? I mean, I showed you something. I've written for no apparent reason, except I wanted to. We've been friends for like, 6 years. Still, you've never let me see it. Hi. Let me have my privacy. I puff and close the notebook with my thumb and index finger. It's a question that I should expect by now, seeing as this fixation of mine usually catches everyone's attention at some point. He says it's pocket size, but 6 years he's had the book that long. Has to be different books, unless he's just writing one word per year. No, it's not weird to write entries in a diary or jot down ideas. Yeah, it has to be multiple books, neither of which was what I was doing. What are you doing? It's only because I do it so often that it's even noteworthy. Write this visual novel? Is that what you're doing? Huh, what am I writing? No, your question is incorrect, seeing as I'm not the one who's writing anything. It's my hand, it moves by itself. Every time I have the premonition of a catastrophe, my fingers themselves scribe a future into this notebook. I've been keeping it a secret because this power, if put in the wrong hands, could be used for evil. Catastrophe? Oh, wait a second. Are you shitting me? Catastrophe how? Am I in danger? My friend's verbosity suddenly accelerates within a second. Meanwhile, I open the notebook and read what I had just written, then turn my gaze away and bite my lip. Hey, I don't like that face. What did you just read? Hope it's not something harmful to me. Well, damn, killed my best friend. At this very moment, I shiver. It was as if lightning had struck me. With no control over my body, I write a short sentence on a new page and then I rip it out as the premonition finishes. Okay, now you're really freaking me out. What did you just write? What just happened? Well, you just flashed out of existence. I can't tell you. Hand it over. It's mine. Or snatches the crumpled sheet of paper away from me. Finally, while trying to keep a composure that he clearly lacks, he reads its contents. This time is quickly approaching. Something worse than death will hunt you down. Back! Ziva Shine. Is that the girl? I only touched your shoulder. Why'd you jump? It is. How are you, my favorite guys? I've got news. Got good news. What kind of promotion is this, CR? I can't keep a girl's voice. I can't keep a good girl's voice. Gah, well, I heard about something worse than death, and then Ziva came along. I think it hit the mark. What are you talking about? And why do I get the feeling that it isn't good? Let's not get into the details. See, I was writing in his notebook again, and I wanted to know what it was since he never tells us. Ziva moves her gaze from Ozzy to me, blinding me with a sparkle shimmering in her eye, so bright that it resembles a lighthouse. I never pressed go on the stopwatch. I was meant to be doing this for half an hour. I don't know how long I've been doing this for now. Damn it! Stop it! Well, I'll start from now. Ziva! Moves her gaze. Yes, we read this. Start my stopwatch. It's Hot Wheels. Macca's Happy Wheels tour from, what, 8 years ago? I don't know. It still works. I didn't need a battery replacement either. It goes off at 1 o'clock every day. It's annoying. Oh, so Entine was compulsively writing in his notebook again. Back to the story. Can I see what you wrote too, eh? Can I? Whoosh! Rips it out of my hands. Except she doesn't. She tries to steal my pocket-sized notebook by jumping on me. But since I'm used to her trying to do this kind of thing, I managed to evade her in time and hide it away in my back pocket. Hands off, Sigmund Freud. Jeez, so unfair. If you won't show it to me, then your treatment will never progress, Endine. Don't be deceived by her charm and appeal. Ziva Sheni is one of the most dangerous species in the entire world, according to the 9 out of 10 experts. While most of my fellow fauna will tell you the opposite, since they're all madly in love with her. To me, Ziva's nothing more than a headache. A throbbing headache. I mean, just take a look at her. Look at her! It's like she's straight out of an RPG with those clothes. But since she's attractive, everyone just turns a blind eye. Yeah, those are a bit weird, actually. Now that I think about it, if I had to describe her, I'd say she's a wannabe psychologist with a touch of insidiousness. Insidiousness. Haven't heard that word before. And deceit, who has also been determined to ruin my life since the very first moment we met earlier this year. Only half a year earlier this year. Heck, it could be February in this game. Her dream is to go to college and focus on the studies of a human mind. And what better practice than experimenting with mine first? Somehow, she found out about my habit of scribbling in my notebook, which she describes as interesting, and hasn't stopped bugging me since. Damn. She decided I'd be her test subject. Not a week goes by where she doesn't try to psychoanalyze me, or fish my paper scraps out of the trash and read them. Even worse, sometimes she tries to steal my notebook so she can discover its secrets. It's a diary, it's just her life, technically. At least now she calls me by my surname. Before that, I was just patient to her. Alright. The only thing that needs to be treated is your head, Ziva. Well, what are you going to say before you attack me? Oh yeah, almost forgot. I snuck into the teacher's lounge and gave them my biggest, saddest puppy dog eyes so I could pacify them and blah blah blah. They only gave me the usual speech and sent me away. Aren't I lucky? Well, that should have been expected. Wasn't that bad. I guess I won't be scolded again this time either. Huh? I wasn't talking about you guys, just me. Then, what part of that exactly do you call good news? I thought you'd be happy for me, Yang. I didn't expect you to react so selfishly. Come on. They can't be that hard on us. If they let Ziva get away with it, then our fate will probably be the same. We've done worse things day after day and nothing has ever happened, right? Yeah, but this time it was all the master plan of this lady right here, who also insisted on participating in one of the operations with us. So she wasn't originally a class clown is what I'm getting from this. She joined our little group earlier this year. Oh, I see. And she doesn't even care what happens to her comrades now. Seriously. That explains why Ziva would participate with us in all of this, but it was you who showed me one, Endiine, so stop complaining. Plus, I was just messing with you. I wouldn't really out to dry. You out to dry. You don't have to worry about anything. The substitute is angry, but the rest of the staff didn't really take it seriously. The only thing you've got to do now is apologize to her and shed some crocodile tears to show how very sorry you are, and you're finished. See how easy it is? I can't believe you don't trust me, Endione. You have such little faith in me. Little to none. Anyway, that was the bare minimum you could have done since you were involved, so stop grumbling. I did help you though, so I want to return the favor. Can you come with me to... Request denied, no favors. Jeez. Come on, what's with the long faces? Remember how in less than a month finals begin? Less fighting and more having a good time so we can leave this place with a good impression, okay? By the way, Ziva, what kind of favor did he owe you? If you don't mind me asking. I think this is the first time I've heard of Xiao owing anyone a favor without a bet somehow being involved. Hell, not too long ago he wouldn't do anything unless there was a bet involved. Oh, it was nothing. Just I just asked my uncle if he knew about a certain package, since he works at the post office. Speaking of which, you never did tell me what that was all about. You told me you'd explain it another time. I folded my arms and raised my eyebrow, resigning myself to answer despite my clear lack of interest. What kind of bad anecdote? But I guess we have the time anyway. Both Ozzy and Ziva look at me expectantly. Their interest can't be more apparent. Initially, resist, but end up yielding to pressure. Alright, I'll tell you everything. But I'm warning you, it's just a depressing love story. Bye! A love story? You don't have to tell the entire world, you know. Jeez. I wasn't aware that my young and pure Siaran had already become a man. Must have been due to my benevolent influence. Tell me, what kind of person is willing to put up with your eccentricity? Compagnon Romeo? Hey, I always have to put up with you, and I don't complain. Quit joking around. But you complain every single day. Could you please stop beating around the bush? No, okay. Straight to the point, I get it. I cleared my throat. Before starting. Let's see. It all started this one night. I was inside a warm, comfortable room. And it was episode 3 of 1000 Lies with Ossel. Oh, interesting. I'm going to delay this story for you. So goodbye, because from my time, I've been going for 8 minutes. Heck if I know if I've been going for longer or not. I'm going to assume no. No. That was only 17 minutes long. I'm going to keep going. Plus, don't want to end it there. No, come on. We just got the little details. Here's the big detail. I've got to give you the big detail. So, let's see. It all started this one night. I was inside my room. Warm and comfortable room. But your room is a pigsty. I've seen it. Warm and comfortable, I said. I was surfing the tortuous streams of the internet when my eyes fell upon a small ad hidden under millions of shitty posts on a shitty forum. Then I saw her, the most beautiful of all muses, the most lovely of all creatures in this calamitous world we're forced to live in. Super rare, limited edition figurine carved by God himself. Don't tell me that you fell in love with this figurine. You're dead to me, Sia. You hear me? Dead. It was limited edition, okay? Okay. Aha, that changes everything. What's wrong with you? Sorry, you have to be deep there. Are you going to let me finish or what? Not even memories are respected nowadays. You humans disgust me. For heaven's sake, can you please just finish? As I was saying, tribulation soon came to pass. Its price, much like its charm, went beyond the realm of reason. However, I didn't let that stop me. For my love of those 4 inches of hard, solid, shapely plastic outweighed the death knells in my wallet. Although I had condemned my soul to future insecurities, my heart was aflutter with grace and I hit purchase. Now I see where all this is going. Seriously? Well, he never got his delivery. That's why he asked me if I could ask my uncle to check it out. But that doesn't make sense. Couldn't you just ask the post office yourself? Here's the problem. I didn't order it under my name. I bought it with my dad's credit card without him knowing about it, kind of. So I even picked it up That's the drama I've imposed upon myself right now. You can leave your snot rag and tear tissues in the garbage to your left. Thank you very much. Now, I ran out of pause. You stole your father's credit card. What a model son you are. Yeah. I'm not proud of it. Maybe. But I regretted it afterwards. I plan on paying him back, but I can't do anything if the lost package. The weirdest thing is how on the website I ordered it from, the shipping page instantly indicated that it was delivered, signed and everything. Now, is that even possible? I don't know. But there's another mystery. Oz, your phone is one of those high-tech ones with internet stuff, right? Can you lend me it? Sure. Give me a minute. Don't tell me you don't have internet on your phone in this day and age, Indian. My phone was more useful as a hammer than for communicating. Look at the biceps I got from carrying that thing around. The truth is that I broke not too long ago, and now I gotta buy a new one. But I'm lazy and in no hurry at all. I'll get a new one when a sale comes around. What an old timer. How's it even possible for someone like to live without a smartphone nowadays? You can come back to the future anytime, McFly. Hey. That's a compliment. Don't try to reason with him, Ziva. He's a lost cause. Here you go, sir. Do you know how to use it? Oz then shows me an app to check my email with, just like I asked him to. I enter my email address and password with ease on the touchpad and open the very first email in my inbox before presenting the screen to my classmates. Is that a threat? The email says the following. From Harry H. to CR Indian. Subject. Not for everyone. Can a figurine really come to life and disappear? If you want to know the truth, go find it. This Monday after class, come to the playground in the deserted neighborhood. Good luck making your first decision. This would be hilarious if that was their dad. After both of them read it, I hand the phone back to its owner while he's still in shock. What's that supposed to mean? That's what I would like to know. It's almost like someone challenging me to a duel. Quite impressive. This is insane. You ordered a figurine. You didn't kill anybody. Alright? A lot of people every single day. I haven't been a professional hitman for the last 13 years for nothing. Don't look at me like that. Of course I haven't. Yet. So, what's this Harry H, if I may ask? Gee, don't ask me. Just don't. I don't know any Harrys. Not to mention that he used one of those free emails that anybody can create. So there's no way for me to know. What are you going to do? I can't see the police investigating the kidnap of a plastic figurine. It must be some kind of joke. Some internet friends must have known about it and decided to pull a prank on me. Yeah. You're just going to ignore it? Of course. I'm not stupid. Yeah. Aren't you curious? I'd like to take a peek. But I wouldn't want to go alone either, just in case. I can't live without knowing. I'm just upset. I can live without knowing, sorry. Man. I'm just upset that someone would pull a prank like this after my loss. Doesn't anybody respect true love these days? How much was this figurine? Because that's my real question. If it was a lot, then I'd go take a pic. If it was hardly anything, then I'd buy a new one. That's the problem with you, Indian. Everything outside of your comfort zone bothers you. Preparing a surprise party for you must be hell. If it's just a joke, then you shouldn't laugh about it. Then you should laugh about it. Maybe even go there. It could be fun. What could go wrong, eh? Nothing. I have nothing against surprises, but when nothing goes my way, then of course it's gonna upset me. Anyway, how did you manage to turn this into an impromptu therapy session? Just so you know, I hate you. Me? Therapy? What makes you think that? In fact, we can change subjects and talk about something more interesting. For instance, did you notice that during that anecdote you shared with us, you displayed symptoms of kleptomania, compulsive buying disorder, and paraphilia? And you don't have a smartphone. Worst of all. That's the worst part by far. I don't have a cell phone, so I don't have to talk to you two outside of school. And why do you care? The important thing is how everything goes wrong for me, and you aren't helping. Well, we've killed enough time here. We should probably head back to the classroom now. With the intentions of leaving before Ziva has the chance to toss me on the couch, Ozzy stops me with a question. Hey, Sia, before we go, I'd like to know one thing. If that notebook doesn't make you clairvoyant, what does? Alright, 2 short notes on different pages and tear them off, handing the first one to Oz. I'll give you a hint. It isn't actually clairvoyance, but something similar. I pat him on the arm, bidding him farewell, leaving him behind as he reads the note out loud in a hushed voice. You don't have to flirt with Siva while I'm looking away. What do you mean? This is more like advice than a premonition. The bad advice of that. Did you say my name? Did he write something about me? Show me. Let me see. Maybe I can come up with some symptoms Indian showing, using my deductive abilities. Speaking of symptoms, how are yours, Ziva? What do you mean? That love sickness you suffered from our little play. It's possible that you suffered some after effects, you know, and I just so happen to know a good remedy. Oh, now Oz is delirious. That's cute. We'll treat this some other time, okay? Ziva walks away, leaving that lone reject behind him. She's a girl. As he puts his hands in his pockets and sighs. It's then that he finds the second scrap of paper that I wrote, which I had slipped into his right pocket without him noticing. Because she'll turn you down anyways. Impossible. Impossible. Me? Turn me down? Ha! As if. It's unfair that you can predict these things here. You've won this time. "1,000 lives. Now we'll end it. Goodbye, goodbye. See ya. Fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out. Music in this game's always banging.